Continuing with our discussion in basic algebra, we have factoring of polynomials. And in this discussion, I tried to separate each type of factoring. No? So for the first type, we have factoring a monomial from polynomials. Ibig sabihin, one term divided from multiple terms na polynomial natin. So meron na akong nilagay dito na steps in factoring din. So determine the greatest common factor of all terms in the polynomials. Write each term as the product of the GCF and another factor. Use distributive property to factor out the GCF. So when we say GCF, so this is the greatest common factor. It is the product of the factors common to all the terms in the polynomial. So GCF kasi, for example, we have 12 and 20. So dito, ang greatest common factor nila dapat kabisado nyo na din. So, para ba tayo kumukuha ng greatest common factor? So, you may list down lahat ng possible factors. Let's say, na 12. So, ano ba si 12? So, pwede siyang 1 times 12. Or lista ko na lang siya ng naka-vertical, no? So, factors niya 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So, si 12 ay equal siya kay 1 times 12. Pwede rin 2 times 6 or 3 times 4. For 20 naman, ang mga factors niya 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. So, 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5, lahat yun equal to 20. So, meron tayong mga common factors dito. Basically, ano yung mga magkaparehas sila ng factor. So, merong parehas na 1, parehas na 2, and then parehas na 4. Pero pag sinabi nating GCF, so syempre, greatest na common na factor, yung pinakamalaki dun sa magkaparehas nilang factor. For this case, it is 4. So, yun yung GCF natin. So, GCF is equal to 4. So, ganyan na yung ginagawa natin para mahanap yung greatest common factor. So, yan naman ay try natin siyang i-apply kay polynomials. So, yan yung steps natin. So, meron tayong example dito. So, 35x raised to 6, 15x raised to 4, and 5x raised to 3. So, dun sa step kasi natin, so mag-isip daw tayo ng part of each term. So, di ba meron tayong tatlong term for problem 1? So, mag-isip kayo ng part dun sa bawat term natin na present dyan sa tatlong yan. So, pwede kayo mag-start kay coefficient muna and then followed by the variables. So, dito, pwede nyo ilista. Si 35, pwede siyang 1, 5, 7, 35. So, I think yun lang naman yung kanyang factor. Si 15 naman, 1, 3, 5, 15. Si 5, ang factor lang niya, 1 and 5 lang talaga. So, dito, ang common factor nila is 1 and 5. Pero, syempre, yung mas malaki, so will be using GCF na equal to 5 for the coefficient. So, ang sabi kasi sa step natin, so, express mo daw yung bawat term. So, dito kay step number 2, write each term as the product of the GCF and another factor. So, we're done with the coefficient. Tingnan naman natin yung kanyang variables. So, ito x raised to 6, x raised to 4, x raised to 3. So, at least, bawat term dito merong tatlong x, diba? So, yun yung pagkakapare-parehas nila. Yun yung pwede nating i-factor out. So, sabi dun sa step 1, so mag-isip ka daw ng greatest common factor niya. So, for the coefficient, ang GCF niya, 5. For the variables naman, ang GCF niya, so imagine nyo na lang, lahat ng x ito pinag-multiply, 6, ito 4, ito 3. So, merong tig-3 at least bawat term. So, ang GCF natin ay 5x raised to 3. So, yan si step 1, finding the GCF. For step 2 naman, isulat daw natin yung ating terms as a product of GCF and another factor. Ibig sabihin, ito, for the first term, yan ay 5x cubed multiplied by, so ano yung kailangan natin para maging 35x raised to 6 siya? Dapat yan nakamultiply to 7x raised to 3. For the second term, so 5x cubed, ito nakamultiply kay 3x para maging 15x raised to 4. And then, we have 5x cubed times 1. Oops, napindot. So dito, as we can see, so bawat term natin merong pare-parehas na 5x raised to 3 na factor. So pwede na ngayon nating i-factor out yan. Yun naman yung sinasabi ni step number 3. So pwede mong ilabas si 5x raised to 3. So ang maiiwan na lang dito kay first term, 7x cubed. Kay second term, 3x. Kay third term, 1. So basically, ito na yung ating factored out na answer. So yun na yung factor ng ating problem number 1. For problem 2 naman, medyo ginawang obvious na yung ating problem. Basta ang sabi lang, so express mo or hanapin mo si GCF. And then step number 2, express mo yung bawat term as a factor of the GCF and another factor. So yung nagawa na. So basically, ito sa problem 2, tapos na si step 1 and step 2. So ang gagawin mo na lang si step 3. Yung kitang-kita naman na parehas sila nakamultiply kay 7n plus 10. So factor out natin, labas natin si 7n plus 10. So may matitira dito kay first term na 4n, kay second term na minus 13. So ito na yung ating answer for this problem. So yan yung factoring by using the principle of greatest common factor. Next, we have factoring for terms by grouping. So yan yung kanyang step. Determine if all terms have a common factor. If so, factor out the GCF from each term. So ito naman is modification ng unang type natin. Pero dito kasi, possible na out of the 4 terms, hindi lahat doon merong common factor or GCF. So gagawin natin kapag ganun yung case, so arrange the terms in groups of each term. So each group of terms must have a GCF. So pag i-group natin yung mga merong common factor. And then factor out the GCF from the group of terms. If the two terms are formed in step 3, have a GCF, factor it out. So try natin. So dito, CX, CY, DX, and DY. So considering ang lahat ng terms na to, wala silang common factor. Ibig sabihin, walang factor na common dun sa apat na term na to. However, pwede natin itong i-group in such a way na, say for example, pagtabi mo lahat ng may X, pagtabi mo lahat ng merong Y. So yun yung pagkakaparehas ng term na yun. Try natin gawin. So i-group natin, pagtabihin lang natin si CX and DX, tapos si CY and DY. So dito, si CX and DX meron silang common. So common sa kanila si X. Dito naman kay CY and DY, common sa kanila si Y. So ang pwede natin gawin, para siyang dun sa ating unang type, factoring using GCF, pero i-apply mo siya na nakagroup. Parang nakaganito siya. Lagyan na lang natin ng parentheses para makita natin nakagroup. So first, for the first group, ang GCF natin is obviously X. So yung X na yun, pwede natin i-factor out. So ito ay X quantity ng C plus D. Dito naman kay second term, so parehas na merong Y, we can factor out Y. Ito pwede natin isulat as C plus D. Now, as you can see, X quantity C plus D plus Y quantity C plus D. So etong dalawang term natin, parehas na nakamultiply kay C plus D. So kapag ganyan daw, sabi ni step 4, so pwede mong i-factor out yung common term ulit nila. Such that, so pag nilabas natin si C plus D, dun sa ating first term, may matitirang X. Sa second term natin, mayroong matitirang Y. So yan yung ating factored out answer. So dito naman, pwede rin kung ang gusto nyo i-factor out ay si C. So for example, dito magkatabi na si CX tapos si CY. So common silang nakamultiply kay C. So pwede rin yung i-treat yung GCF na ipa-factor out. Pero, maging ganito lang din naman yung ating answer. So, parehas lang ang kakalabasan. So, dito kay problem 2 naman, so x cubed plus 6x squared minus 5x minus 30. So, take note dito kay factoring by grouping, no? Dapat ang i-group ninyo ay yung mga merong common factor. So, for example, pag dito nagkamali kayo ng group, let's say ang pinag-partner nyo ay si x cubed minus 30. So, meron bang common dun sa dalawang term na to? So, wala naman, no? Ibig sabihin, ito ay maling pag-group. So, sabi dito kay factoring by grouping, you will group only those na merong pagkakaparehas. So, dito, you can use, or pwedeng, ang i-group nyo ay si x cubed, tapos si 6x squared. Tingnan natin. Plus negative 5x minus 30. Pwedeng ganyan. Or alternative, pwede rin siyang si x cubed minus 5x plus 6x squared minus 30. So, pwede rin yung ganyang klase ng grouping. Considering this one, so, etong unang group kasi natin, parehas na merong x squared. Dito naman, parehas na merong coefficient. So, pwede mo i-factor out ngayon yung negative 5. So, same with this. Ito, parehas na merong x. Ito, parehas na merong coefficient na pwedeng i-factor out. So, you can use either of these two. Parehas lang po yung lalabas na sagot natin. So, dito sa ating first group, di ba ang sabi doon, express mo daw yung ating bawat term as a product of the GCF and other factor. So, dito ang GCF ng x cubed tapos 6x squared is x squared. So, si x cubed, pwede mo siyang isulat as x squared times x. While this one, pwede mo siyang isulat as x squared times 6. Plus, so dito naman, ano, pwede nating i-factor out. So, pwede nating express. So, ito, negative 5 times x. While this one, pwede natin itang i-represent as negative 5 times 6 naman. So, dito, kay first group, parehas na merong x squared. So, pwede natin i-factor out dito sa kabila. Parehas na merong negative 5. So, pwedeng i-factor out yung negative 5. So, this is 6. So, factoring out x squared. So, x squared quantity ng x plus 6. So, ito yung ating factored na first group. I-write ko lang ito. Plus, so dito naman, ang i-factor out natin si negative 5 kasi yun yung GCF. So, negative 5 ang matitira, x. So, x dito, negative 5 times 6 divided by negative 5. So, positive 6 na siya. And as you can see, itong dalawang term natin na nabuo, parehas na nakamultiply kay x plus 6. Therefore, pwede nating i-factor out si x plus 6. For the first term, ang matitira ay x squared. Dito naman, so plus negative or just negative 5. So, ito na yung ating factored out na answer. So, you can try no using this grouping. So, sure naman ako na parehas pa rin yung lalabas. Next type of factoring trinomials of the form x squared plus dx plus c. So, take note dito, x squared, no? So, yung kasunod kasi, ax squared. So, ang ibig sabihin lang, di ba, supposed to be merong a yan na coefficient. Pero ang value ng a dito ay equal lang to 1. So, yun yung concern natin klase ng trinomial muna dito. So, ang steps natin in factoring, so determine two numbers or factors whose product is c and whose sum is d. So, use following this general form ng ating trinomial. So, x squared plus 5x plus 6. So, yung x squared coefficient niya ay 1. So, same with this one. 1 ang coefficient ng x squared. For the step 1 daw, tignan mo yung c. Ibig sabihin yung constant term. For problem 1, ito yung ating c. So, ano daw yung product ng c na to such that kapag pinag-add mo yung product na yun, equal siya to b. So, ito naman yung ating b. So, this is the b. This is the c. So, for the c, na equal to 6, ang possible factors kasi nito, pwede siyang 1 times 6, pwede rin siyang 2 times 3. So, wala naman ng ibang factor, no? Yan lang yung factors ng ating 6. So, dun sa dalawang set ng factor na to, so alin dyan ang kapag pinag-add ay equal to 5. So, eto, pag pinag-add mo, syempre 1 plus 6, 7. Eto, 2 plus 3 is 5. So, nahanap na natin na ito yung kailangan nating factor 2 and 3. For step 2, the factors of the trinomial will be of the form, so x plus blank, quantity x plus blank. So, ang ilalagay natin dito sa blank na yan, yun yung mga factors ng c na kapag pinag-add ay equal to b. Ibig sabihin, ang ating factor natin dito ay, so x plus blank daw, quantity x plus blank. So, yung ilalagay natin sa blank, ano yung factor ng c? na pag pinagad ay equal to b. So that is 2 and 3. So pwede rin baliktad, 3 dito, 2 sa kabila, okay lang din, wala namang pinagkaiba. So rewrite lang natin, this is x plus 2, x plus 3. So yan yung ating factor. Next, so ito, yung value ng b natin, negative 1, yung ating c naman ay negative 12. Negative 1, negative 12. So dito kay negative 12, ano ba yung factors ni 12? So huwag nyo muna siguro isipin si negative dyan. So pwede siyang 1 times 12, pwede siyang 2 times 6, pwede siyang 3 times 4. So negative 1 yung discrepancy. So taking the absolute value, parang dapat yung factor, ang difference lang nila ay 1 or positive 1, negative 1. So dito, pag pinag-add, let's say, regardless no kung saan yung i-negative mo dyan, ito kasing 1 and 12, 11 ang difference nila. Ito naman si 2 and 6, 4. Si 3 and 4, so yun yung isa lang yung discrepancy. So regardless kung saan yung mag-negative dito, yun yung kailangan natin. Pero ang target kasi natin dapat negative 1. So sabi natin, eto si 3 and 4 ang may discrepancy na 1 lang. So 1 kasi yung value nung b natin. So negative 1 to be exact. So since negative 1, so alin dapat ang mas malaki? Or alin dapat ang i-negative natin? Si 3 ba or si 4? So para maging negative 1, dapat 3 plus negative 4. So ito yung ating negative 1 na value of b. Therefore, sulat daw natin, so x plus blank multiplied by x plus blank. Kung ano man yung factors na napili natin na equal to b, so yun yung ilalagay. So dito, positive 3, negative 4. Rewriting, x plus 3 quantity, x minus 4. Ito na yung ating answer for this problem. Next, we have factoring trinomials of the form ax squared plus bx plus c, wherein a is not equal to 1. And then dito, dapat a is not also equal to 0. Kasi kapag equal to 0 yung a, so 0x squared, so parang hindi na trinomial yun, so magiging binomial na lang. Be careful also, for example, nakakita kayo ng, say, 2x cubed plus x plus 3. So, ito, hindi siya pasok dito sa ating type of factoring na ito nasa slide natin na to, no? Kasi, ang kailangan natin, so isang x squared, isang x, tapos isang constant. So, dito kasi, supposed to be kung kukumplituhin natin to, this is 2x cubed plus 0x squared plus x plus 3. So, yan yung kumpleto niya, no? So, nagkataon lang na 0 yung value ng x squared niya. Pero hindi siya trinomial, no, kapag binuo natin. So, ang kailangan natin yung ganito mismong form. Check tayo na papasobra ng pindot. So, steps in factoring. So, using trial and error. So, write all pairs of the factor of the coefficient of the squared term A. Step 2, write all pairs of factors of the constant C. And then try various combination of these factors until the correct middle term Bx is obtained. So, ito yung medyo mahirap lang, no? Kasi kailangan natin siyang i-trial and error. So, first step, dito lang tayo try natin kay problem 1. So, 2x squared plus 8x plus 6. So, sabi ni step 1, write all pairs or factors of the coefficient of the squared term A. So, ang A natin dito, squared term A, so ito si 2x squared. So, express daw natin yan. So, ano ba yung mga possible factors niyan? So, ang titignan natin, si 2. So, for sheet, para kay 2, ito ay either 1 times 2 or 2 times 1 lang naman siya. So, kung isulat natin yung pinaka-factor natin sana, let's say nandito si 2x plus blank quantity x plus blank. So, ganyan yung magiging factor natin. Wait lang, medyo mahaba. So, dito, 2x times x, so yun yung x squared. So, remember yung FOIL natin first. Outer, inner, and last terms. So, yung first term dapat equal to 2x squared. So, 2x times x is 2x squared. So, yun yung sinasabi na kailangan yung isipan ng factor yung A. So, dito kasi nagkataon na 2 siya. So, dalawa talaga ang factors niya. Pero kapag ibang mga coefficient, so kailangan mo din i-trial and error yon. So, after doing that, pupunta naman daw tayo kay, so yun yung nakalagay dito kay step 2. Write all pairs of factors of the constant C. So, for the 6, ang factor neto, it can be 1 times 6 or 2 times 3. Ngayon, itong 1 times 6 at 2 times 3, ito yung kailangan nating i-trial and error. Dapat, kapag sinalpak natin dito sa ating factor, makuha natin yung middle term natin. So, try natin siguro kay, ang napindot na naman. So, try natin si 1 times 6. So, pwedeng trial and error. Dito muna si 1, dito muna si 6. Pag hindi pwede to, try natin sa kabila. So, 2x. So, first, outer inner. So, actually, kahit di nyo naman na isolve yung first and last term kasi 2x times x, then 1 times 6 is 6. So, ang titignan lang talaga dun sa pag-trial and error is yung sum ng outer and inner. Dapat equal siya dun sa dx natin. So, dito, outer is 6, 2x times 6, that is 12x. Inner terms ay x. So, sum nito ay 13x. Ibig sabihin yan ay mali kasi ang kailangan natin ay 8x. So, nagkamali yan. So, pwede mong palitan. Let's say, pagpalitin natin, how about dito si 6, dito si 1. Pag ganyan naman yung case, dito kay first and outer, first and last term, so hindi natin papalitan. Ganyan na talaga siya. So, ang papalitan lang natin, ito kay outer and inner. So, ang outer natin dito magiging 2x. Ang inner natin ay 6x. So, pag pinag-add natin, yan ay 8x. Ibig sabihin, so, na-achieve natin yung hinahanap nating value ng dx. So, ito, pwede natin isulat as 2x plus 6, quantity ng x plus 1. So, nagkataon lang, no? Actually, okay pa nga yan. Nasa second try natin, nakuha natin agad. Pero hindi ganyan lagay yung case, no? So, possible, lumabot kayo ng ilang tries. O kaya nga trial and error yung approach natin. So, yun yung downside lang dun. So, hindi natin sure. So, depende kung ano yung may substitute yung una. Pag medyo minalas, ang na-substitute pa na magiging tama ay yung nasa dulo, edi yun talaga yung kailangan ng mas mahabang solusyon. No? So, next, try natin si number 2. So, negative 12x squared plus 2x plus 2. So, dito, kailangan mong express si negative 12x as a product or product of two factors. So, dito muna tayo kay 12. So, si 12, sabi natin, it can be 1 times 12, 2 times 6, or 3 times 4. So, may negative pa yan. So, hindi natin alam saan natin ilalagay yung negative. For example, kaya na lang mamili ano yung ating ilalagay. Pero for this case, no, actually medyo delikado kasi kapag yung 1 times 12 yung gagamitin ninyo. Kasi imagine, 1 times 12, tapos, etong 12 na to nasa first term, no? So, pagdating dun sa product ng ating outer and inner, so magiging malaki yung value niya kasi 12 times something yun. So, ito kasi 2 yung kailangan natin. So, medyo obvious na hindi dapat dito kayo 1 times 12 ang gamitin. So, kayo na lang bahala mag-decide. Siguro may kasamang swerte na lang din kapag magta-trial and error, no? So, depende kung ano talaga yung una nyong maisip na i-try. So, try natin muna si 2 and 6. So, let's say 2x plus blank multiplied by 6x plus blank. So, dito, trial and error. So, siguro, dito muna natin ilagay si negative. Kung hindi gumana to, lipat natin yung negative sa kabila. So, nagawa na natin yung step 1. So, punta naman tayo kay step 2. So, write all pairs of factors of the constant C. So, dito, swerte tayo kasi yung C ay 2. So, ang factor lang naman nito, so 1 times 2. So, wala nang iba. So, pwede natin i-try. Una natin, let's say, nandito si 1 muna, tapos nandito si 2. Then, mag-find na lang kayo para mas mabilis yung pag-trial and error. Yung product of first term, so negative 12x squared. Product of last term, that is positive 2. Product of outer term, so this is 4x. Ito naman, negative 6x. So, pag pinag-add natin to, this is negative 2x. So, mali pa rin kasi ang kailangan natin ay positive 2x. So, pwede nyo namang itry. Let's say, pagpalitin natin, ito si 2, dito naman si 1. So, si first and last term, hindi na mapapalitan. Dito na lang tayo titingin kay outer and inner. So, product ng outer, that's 2x times 1, 2x. Product ng inner, negative 12x. So, medyo mas malayo. Ito ay negative 10x. So, mali pa rin. So, considering 1 and 2 na factor, so as you can see, di ba kanina, ito 2 na siya. Ang pinagkaiba lang, negative siya. So, from that, we can say, so what if yung negative yung ipagpalit natin? Let's say, ibalik natin siya kay 1 and 2. So, balik ko lang yung dito kay unang try natin kanina, no? Pero, yung negative, ilalagay ko siya dito sa 2x. So, what if ganyan? So, yung product ng first and second term, or first and last terms ay pares pa rin. So, titignan natin si outer and inner. So, outer, negative 2x times 2, that is negative 4x. Inner term, 1 times 6x. So, 6x. So, pinagad natin, so ito ay 2x. Ibig sabihin, na-achieve na natin yung kailangan nating value of b. Therefore, so pwede nating i-try, or rewrite, sorry. This is 2x plus 1 quantity, or multiplied to 6x plus 2. So, ito na ngayon yung ating factor. So, ito tatlo lang na try, no? Pag na-miss out nyo yung nakita nyo dito na negative, what if baliktarin na lang yung sign? Pag na-miss out nyo yun, possible tumagal pa yung pagta-trial and error ninyo, no? Yung sabi natin, sa trial and error kasi, merong kasama ding swerte. Depende siguro kung ano yung una mong maisipang i-substitute na values. So, mas mapapabilis yung solution mo. Next, we have factoring perfect square trinomials. So, when we say perfect square trinomial, say we have a general form na x squared plus bx plus c. So, ito ay klase ng trinomial daw. So, perfect square na trinomial, ito ay mga trinomial na pwede mong express as x plus or minus, let's say letter D muna, squared. So, pag meron kang ganitong itsura ng trinomial, so 1 yung value ng a, plus bx plus c, at pwede siyang express as ganitong itsura. So, x plus or minus some constant squared. So, yan yung tinatawag nating perfect square trinomials. Or eto, pwede mo kasing isulat to say x plus or minus d quantity x plus or minus d. So, yan yung ating perfect square trinomial. So, ang pag-check natin para ma-classify natin na perfect square ang isang trinomial, actually, yun na rin yung pinaka-step natin sa pag-factor. So, considering this general form, we have bx and c. So, mag-isip ka daw or kunin mo yung value ng b, i-divide mo ng 2. Sabi dito, a trinomial is said to be perfect if b over 2 squared is equal to c. Wherein, kapag na-prove mo na ito ay equal, so yung x squared plus bx plus c can be expressed as x plus or minus b plus 2. So, yung d na tinutukoy natin dito, if we apply the process ng ating perfect square trinomial, equal lang siya kay b over 2. Try natin. X squared plus 6x plus 9. So, ito yung b natin. Ito naman si c. So, check mo daw kung si b over 2 squared is equal to c. Kapag yan ay equal, perfect square trinomial siya. So, b over 2, that is 6 over 2 squared equal to c na 9. So, this is 3 squared is equal to 9. So, 9 is equal to 9. Therefore, correct. So, kapag correct yan, parehas. So, pwede nating express yung ating trinomial as x plus b over 2 squared. So, for this case, This is x plus yung value ng b over 2 natin, that is 6 over 2, we have 3 squared. So, ito na yung ating factor. So, another example, dito naman ang ating q ay equal to negative 10, ang ating c ay 25. So, get the value of b over 2 squared equal to dapat kay c. So, negative 10 over 2 squared is equal to 25. So, negative 10 over 2 is negative 5. Negative 5 squared is still 25. So, correct? Ibig sabihin, ito ay perfect square trinomial. Thus, pwede natin itong i-factor out as x plus or minus b over 2. So, yung value ng b over 2 kasi natin dito ay negative 10 over 2. Or that is negative 5. Sulat natin, ito ay x plus b over 2. Wherein yung value ng b over 2 natin ay equal to negative 10 over 2 or negative 5. This is squared. So, ito yung ating answer for this example. For the following slides, so we have special factoring formulas. So, ito yung mga common na naka-square, na naka-cube, naka-product and sum, difference, and so on. So, siguro try to familiarize na lang, no? Para kapag nakita nyo agad yung expansion na to or factoring formula to, so alam natin i-express agad. For example, meron kang a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So, dapat alam mo na a plus b squared siya. So, same with this one and all of the other ones na nandito kay special factoring formulas. So, ganun din dito. So, difference of two squares, perfect square trinomial, and sum and difference of two cubes.